Hello and welcome to Overboard, Polygon's board game show. Today we're playing The Resistance Avalon, an Arthurian hidden role game where the evil team isn't the only one with secrets. Here's how it's played. Before the game starts, everyone is given a hidden role card. Most players will be assigned to King Arthur's good team, but a few players will end up on Mordred's evil team. In most cases, the good team doesn't know who their teammates are, but the evil team does. Once everyone's roles are settled, one king or queen is randomly selected and the round begins with them selecting players for a quest. The number of players will vary depending on the round and how many people are playing, but generally later rounds require more players. After some discussion, the leader makes their decision. Then all players get a chance to vote on it. A majority vote is required in order to approve the quest's team. If the votes are tied or they lack the majority needed, then the king or queen is dethroned and a new one is appointed. If the vote passes, each player on the quest then secretly chooses whether the quest succeeds or fails. If even one player chooses the latter, then the entire quest is a failure. Once the fate of the quest has been determined, the round is over and a new king or queen is crowned and they can begin assembling a new team. The good team needs 3 successful quests to win the game, while the evil team wins if they fail 3 quests. That's how the game is played, but how do you play the game? The Resistance Avalon, like any hidden role game, is really about talking and figuring out everyone's motivations. For example, voting for teams is public, so players might want to know why you voted against a certain team. And whenever a quest fails, the accusations will fly. You may not know which team member failed it, but you know that at least one of them definitely did. And because later quests require more and more players, you may not be able to avoid sending these suspicious players on another quest. It gets even trickier because the evil team members will sometimes pass a quest in order to gain trust or avoid suspicion. And because there is very little solid information on players, it's not hard for the evil team to work together to sow doubt and turn members of the good team against each other. That's why the good team gets a little help from their friend Merlin. At the beginning of the game, one player on the good team secretly appointed the role of Merlin. Unlike the rest of the team, Merlin knows exactly who's on their side and who's not. But they have to be very careful about how that knowledge is used. If the good team manages to succeed on 3 quests, the game doesn't actually end right away. First, the evil team reveals themselves and gets a chance to openly discuss which member of the good team they suspect is Merlin. If they guess correctly, the evil team wins the game, so Merlin has to be very careful not to expose themselves. There are a couple other optional special character cards we throw into the game as well, just to mix things up, but we'll explain those as we encounter them later on. For now, it is time, Knights of the Round Table, to swear your allegiance. Who among you fights for Honorable King Arthur? And who fights for evil Mordred? Excelsior!
Hello everyone and welcome to Overboard, Polygon's card and board game show. Today we're going to be playing the medieval Arthurian roundtable blah 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 Resistance Avalon. It's a hidden role game. But first, we have a guest to introduce. His name is Jarvis Johnson. Thank you for joining us, Jarvis.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to hide my identity.
I'm glad we have another guest who can lie to us and we can lie too.
It's a skill I've been perfecting over a long time.
What I like about this is
I'm a sociopath. So.
Hey. I don't think the Arthurian legends have a lot of identity hiding. It's kind of a weird mix.
It is a bit of a strange setting for this, but...
Yeah, I'm King, so of course I will pick myself, and I will just pick the person next to me, Simone.
Thank you for giving Peace a chance.
I will give Peace a chance. I hope that the rest of the table does enjoy this.
I mean, I'm fine with this one, but I'm gonna argue more ardently against teams in the future. That's how I feel about these rounds.
Yeah, just in general, like in the you're gonna argue against the concept of teamwork.
No teams.
Fuck teams. That's not what Arthurian Legend's about.
Yeah, right. It's about individual.
The rugged individualism of Arthurian Legend.
There we go.
I've always noticed a slight libertarian bend to your video essays.
We're good.
Okay.
And those rugged individualists succeeded the mission. Good teamwork or not? I'm not sure now.
I don't know why it came as a surprise to me that I was next. However, here we are. I will choose myself to be on this team
All right.
as a
Classic.
leader.
And you can choose me because I am good.
What?
We have 2 more people to pick.
That's just my catchphrase. Choose me because I am good.
Wow.
I am
really,
Jarvis the Regal. Choose me because I am good.
It's really
Oh.
handy that we had you on for a hidden role game because that's so appropriate.
Now, how did you get that good title? Was it by being good? Explain.
Yeah, well, thank you for asking. Many a legend, many a quest I've been on and have been good the entire time. It was great, fun goodness with me and my team of good people.
May I ask who is your commanding officer? Because I am suspicious that you're stealing good valor.
Oh, is this a stolen valor video? Oh, shoot. my cover's been blown.
So I do not believe you deserve the discount at this medieval Arby's.
But the beef is so roasted. And
Get all of this for
whatever else.
20% off.
I love the Arby's here at the Arby's. Whatever they sell.
Okay, so I'm not putting Jarvis on the team. Or am I?
Wow.
What if I did?
Oh?
Unless
Oh.
I don't know. It's still early.
checking the
This
faces.
is off to a chaotic start.
Maybe I'll put Pat
What a
on the
relief.
team. Fuck it.
Sweet.
Why not?
Wow. What an indictment of Pat's teamwork ability. Yeah, he can be on the team. Fuck
Whatever.
it.
Whatever. We don't
Whatever
care
happens.
about anything.
Leveraging my work relationship with Pat and my parasocial relationship with Jarvis to create a perfect team.
Excuse me, I am Jarvis the Good.
Actually, not to actually you, but your name does say Jarvis, but Regal, not but good.
It's a family name.
Oh, I see. But Regal. I don't
What do
think
you-
Jarvis should be on this team, but once again, that's more about
Is this-
creating
is this-
dissent than it
Oh, I was
is
gonna say,
about-
is it just because of my bad character?
it was a little bit about your monologue about how good you are, just because
Oh yeah.
feel like I've seen so many plays in which that's not a good sign.
I was gonna say, like, if it weren't for the fact that I've said the same thing in every game, I would think you had like some sort of point. But
I'm just thinking of that famous monologue from Iago in Othello, where he's like, "I'm such a good guy, you can totally trust me."
oh, is that what
You
Shane
remember?
Dawson was basing his YouTube apology off of? Okay, sorry. cut that out.
So, what do you guys think about my great team?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I will vote on it. That's how you
I
vote.
feel good about me, and I just literally know nothing about the rest of you.
That's why we're here. We're here to learn and get to know each other.
Who passed the first mission? Is this the
Josh
first
and
mission?
Simone.
Josh.
Josh and Simone passed the first mission.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I
feel
trust-
okay about this on information finding. Yeah.
Simone, would you go ahead and submit it?
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so this was my fault. Now carry on. Please
All right.
now vote.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know that early.
Everyone.
And I'm choosing
And
okay.
all fools. We've all been played the fool.
Yeah, so I think it's Jarvis or Pat.
Jarvis
Yeah. What if it's?
Rising.
Hold on. What if it's Simone?
Simone?
Yeah. Let's
Simone
back
is
up.
so happy, Jarvis. Look at how happy.
Oh, don't ruin this for her. She's actually having a good time.
She's having a
Yeah.
great time.
I guess we should say for the audience's sake that in previous secret practice rounds, Simone had a tough time being bad.
So, the moment I saw that the evil team was Simone and I was filled with a sense of despair.
No.
That's fair. Please let me be on the good team.
We'll put it at that.
This is the 4-person one, so this is
Yep.
wild no matter what.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of like what gives us the most information though.
Well, why would you do that in the wild one? Why not save that for later?
Well, you
I
always
think-
because I want to get as much information as possible out of every round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we should get we should
But
try.
interesting point, evil person.
I don't know how we can try to do this, but if we did try to get both of the villains in this round, maybe they'll both fuck it up and both fail it at the same time.
I was just
But-
thinking that same thing.
Ooh.
But then that won't get us any closer to knowing who they are because there will still be 4 people. So there will still be 2 good and 2 bad.
Well, but then we only have to pick a 3-person team, and we just know. I guess it's still not that.
Do you?
It's probably a bad idea. I don't.
wait, what is what is the consensus right now? Like what are we thinking?
Here's where I stand. I think Simone's good.
Okay.
I think Josh is probably good, but maybe not.
Wow. The doubt
Jarvis, I think not.
continues.
Okay.
Jarvis, I think not.
So
Pat,
you are
I don't
throwing
know.
me under the bus anyway, so I don't know how much we should trust your.
No, you know what? You should put Jen on the team.
I
put me
I
in,
definitely
coach.
think I'll put Jen on the team for sure.
Yeah, actually, the 2 people on the succeeding team should. I think Simone.
It
I
was
feel like
Simone
it
and
should
Josh.
definitely be
Was this all
Simone.
the
Yeah.
these people? Okay, and then myself, right? Because I'm on
yeah.
the
So I know there's
We can't.
a very high chance this will fail now because I'm not on it being a good guy, but I think it's impossible to avoid because it's 4 people.
Yeah.
And it's
I
not
think
like I
it's
know.
difficult to avoid. Well, here's the thing: is I'm increasingly certain Jarvis is evil.
What if
Why do you
Jenna's evil and just talked herself onto the team?
That's possible, but it's
I'm
not
submitting
true. I
this
am
team,
good.
by the way. I'm submitting this team.
How you guys
feel
feeling about
about
the
it.
team? The thing is, I don't know enough to be able to come up with a better alternative.
That's how I feel.
I feel bad about it, but not apocalyptically bad about it because we'll
Sure.
still have one less chaotic round to sort some stuff out after this. But this is a very important round.
I feel like my point about not getting information from this stands because it will be so chaotic, it'll be hard to pinpoint one person.
The last
Except that I
round
will
was Simone, Jarvis, and Pat, and failed. So one
Yes.
of those 3 is definitely evil. I do not think it's Simone. I think it's either Pat or Jarvis. So the fact that Jarvis is on the team makes me want to reject it. But I also But here's the other thing: is like the other person we could put on is Clayton, and we
Yeah.
don't know anything about Clayton. So
Clayton's
it's
the
just like
enigma here.
Super good guy over here.
I guess it feels better to risk it with Clayton than to Jarvis for me. So I think I'm gonna reject it, but we can do what we want.
Your dissent is noted.
Oh,
tie.
interesting.
We had a failed vote, and so it goes
Okay.
to Jenna.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, you better not mess this one up.
Yeah, pressure's on now. So I'm definitely putting me and Simone on
Okay.
because I'm pretty confident that we're both good. I think I'm also gonna put Josh on because I think he's probably chill.
I will vote for it if you put me on.
I believe you, but that doesn't make me think you're a good person.
It doesn't make it okay, Clayton.
And I think I'm gonna put Pat on the basis that he rejected that last team.
So did I.
Yeah, but you're fighting so hard to get put on a team, and this team in particular.
That's
Well,
what
now
good
I'm
guys
even
do.
more suspicious.
Jenna. This is the team.
Yeah. Okay. I think I like this. I have ideas in my head.
Do you
I
want to
will-
share them or like nah? Ah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Interesting.
as someone who is being given all of the, as the kids say, all the smoke in terms of who is a bad person. I don't think we're spending enough time considering who else there could be, especially because it's not me because I am good. I am Jarvis, but the good man. Regal's my family name.
I'm increasingly suspicious of Pat and Jenna, just because of the
Why?
way that previous vote and then
Okay.
the.
And then
Yeah.
the
Oh,
fail.
let's
Oh,
put
fuck,
together
okay.
a team with.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well,
See,
Important to note, one fail on there, but one fail.
Shit. Really? Hang on. Who is?
That was
Okay.
me, Simone,
all I
Pat,
know,
and Josh.
all I know is that I'm not on the team, and
not on the team.
my
Yeah.
name
Please
is
be true.
clear. I am,
No,
So-
that's
so
not
I
how
am
that
Jarvis
works.
the good.
So-
It is.
Simone
I
has
said
a
it, so it's
failing
true.
team.
So Clayton was not on that one.
No.
No.
So, okay, I've laid out.
Okay.
This is what I like.
I don't think Clayton's a bad guy.
Who do you think is?
Okay, like I'm trying to do the fucking big brain math here because Clayton, you were on the mission that failed with me, right?
I wasn't on any
No.
missions this game.
He hasn't
Oh.
gone
He
on
hasn't
the
been in a single mission.
Famously not on any missions in this game.
you
This is
can't
his first
gaslight
time being on
Clayton
a
like you
mission.
gaslight me.
No. Who is on my failing mission?
You
It
didn't
was
have a
Jarvis
mission.
and me.
You,
I went on a mission and I failed.
Was it you,
is that
was-
the
it
number
was
of the second mission?
Simone and Jarvis.
So the first mission was Josh and Simone. The second mission was Simone, Jarvis, and Pat.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Simone has got to be good. Wait,
Yes.
no, maybe not though.
I feel like I,
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Jarvis. Pat's evil, right?
What?
Hold on a second. Whoa,
Never mind.
Hold on. Wait, this is taking a turn.
I was confident about this choice at first, but now I'm not. Okay,
I'm
the
leaning
fact,
towards trusting Clayton.
The
But
fact-
for
Wait,
no
wait, wait. Why is,
reason.
wait, hold. Okay.
I like this. I think this is
Why
good.
do you like this?
I don't know.
So this is actually tough because it's going to be harder, I think, to get votes
Oh.
now.
Yeah, you should not put Jarvis on this one.
I think we should. No, I think we should. I think we should.
Jarvis has been on.
You were
I've
on
been
a
on
failing
one
mission,
team.
Pat. You
I've
were
been
on
on
two
one
failing missions.
mission. Yeah.
I would
Sorry.
just like to put it out there. I have not been on any failing missions.
It's
Josh
true.
has a point.
True.
No,
That's true.
wait. You were on the mission. Didn't I
Nope.
put you on that mission?
Nope, I was the first.
No,
king,
it was.
so-
I'm sorry. No, the last mission we did was me, Simone, you, and Pat, and that failed. It absolutely was Simone,
Yeah.
Josh, and Pat on the last mission that failed.
It was Josh.
One of us is a gaslight girl boss.
Oh, this is
So-
tough.
That being said, I do think Clayton, if you're going on it and I'm going on it, I'm okay with Josh being the other person on it. I mean, take that with a fucking grain of salt, because
Yeah, I feel like this we're in a bad place, so I have to make a decision. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get a vote. I'm going to submit this.
I think I'm okay with this team.
Let's go with the same.
well,
thing is
now
if-
I'm scared.
Everyone's good with it. It means some villains are good with it, and I don't like that.
Ha!
Because the villains have some leeway here.
Yep.
I mean, I'm okay with this because I suspect Jenna, and Jenna's not on the
Not on the team.
not on the team.
But I still don't trust
to vote.
Simone.
Sorry.
I mean,
Ooh, that's the
fact
bad
that
sign.
you don't
Okay.
trust
That's a very
me-
bad sign.
Yeah, this is awful. Is it Josh and Jenna?
Wait, but hang on,
No,
passed.
It passed.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
Clayton, Simone, and Josh, I think, are probably all good because there's no reason to not have failed that one
why not?
this close. So I
Clayton,
think
Simone, and Josh, you
it has to be Pat and Jarvis.
No, it's definitely not me.
Clayton.
It's definitely
Come
but
on.
good.
Do we
Come on,
do we think we
let's
have
go.
an evil J alliance here?
No, I am not evil.
Whoa, no. Okay.
This is very bad.
Listen,
we,
you can't just say J Alliance like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember that we can vote against this, and it
Yeah.
will be not Pat's round anymore, and then we won't have to deal with Pat.
Okay, now hang on, Simone.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm taking you off this fucking quest because that
No.
sounds like something you'd
whoa,
say
whoa,
if you
whoa.
don't want to
Simone
win.
is the safest bet we have. I
Simone,
don't
Really?
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
As I have been saying since very early in this game, Simone is good. I would not be
Okay.
saying that if I were not good because I wouldn't try to be gassing up Simone.
Okay,
But
in that
Simone's
case-
good.
That's a good point.
Do-
You can easily manipulate me.
Do you trust? do we trust Josh or Clayton more?
I picked that team, and that was a hard pick.
And we
Yeah.
did it.
I think
That's true.
I think I trust both Josh and Clayton, but not Pat.
This is the thing
That's a
is
mistake.
I trust Clayton.
the thing is
There's a
I
lot of
both,
Pat,
trusting.
which-
There's a lot of I don't trust. That's
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
fair.
and Jarvis
Pat, who
is,
do you-
is thinking.
Yeah, real tense.
I'm confused, but like I'm not following the logic of the switch
Yeah.
from Jenna to Josh.
I-
or from to Jenna from Josh.
We're switching J's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
switching
I would
J's.
not-
There can only like a J alliance would involve too many people.
It was blood, yeah.
It'd be a J tripartite anyway.
Yeah.
I think the team I would vote, the only team
dry
I would
umbrella.
vote for right now is Josh, Simone, Clayton, and me. Because I think we are the four good people.
The thing is Pat will, leader Pat will never vote for that.
I'm not going to relinquish this at this point. in
That's
the
fine.
game.
I will
Like,
not. I am not going to approve a team, any
Yeah.
team other than that.
And this is tough because I want to believe the fact that Pat is thinking about this and is putting this logic out there gives him credence, but I also
the-
know he's good at this game.
But the
So
thing
then
about
I,
it is, if you
Yeah.
I
pass
take a
it,
step back and I don't
so here's
know.
the thing: if you pass it to me, we start over from the beginning, and we started in the beginning in a pretty good place.
No, we're not in a good place because the bad guys are one thing away from winning.
Yeah, this is make or break.
Yeah,
All right, fuck it. Hang on.
Jarvis,
hang
what
on.
do you think?
we have to. Yeah,
Oh,
we have to
we're
either vote
voting
it
now.
or take it.
I'm rejecting any team that Pat puts forth.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow.
I genuinely don't know if this is going to end up being a huge mistake.
Yeah,
I don't
kind
know.
of fun.
This is going to be interesting because the comments on this one aren't even going to be able to say, Pat was so suspicious that round. It's gonna be, Pat just kind of sat there and they all turned on him.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm fine with this.
What you got for us?
We gotta do it at some
Nope,
time.
take Jenna off that team. Mate, but maybe
Who am
no.
who am I gonna put?
This has to be the team.
Yeah. Or we do another fail vote, and Simone,
You could
I guess, picks
put
Jarvis
me
instead.
on the team. I was gonna say you could put me on the team. I'm good. I just like it's hard every round to just be like, all right, I'm Jarvis the Good. Remember from before, but it's.
I believe
I've only been
Jarvis,
on.
you
I've
have all
only
the
been.
smoke. It would be one of those things where it would pass again. Like it would be one of those things where.
Oh right, yeah.
instantly
Now I'm toxic goods, right? You can't put Jarvis on a team.
No.
What's his track record? He was on one
No.
of. He was on one of the none of the failing team. I was on one.
Listen, Jarvis, come on. I can't.
No, that okay.
I would vote for it. I would vote yes if Jarvis was on the team.
I mean, I think we're all gonna have a different choice of teams. We just have to put them.
Let
up
us
to the
know
vote.
in the comments down below who should go on the team.
Who's the real team that should be on the team?
I let my displeasure be registered.
Oh yeah.
In
For the
court.
record,
Let the record show. The court stenographer write this down.
can we read it back to me?
Who hasn't voted?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
Oh, it's me. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Why are you guys saying uh-oh?
Why are you saying, oh,
Because
Clayton?
typically there are not votes for a mission like that unless the bad team is happy with that selection.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
What up?
logical.
What up? What up?
Hey!
Good God.
Oh, Josh,
The
okay.
only question I have is why did Josh not win the game on the previous round?
Because it
real.
would have been too easy. I needed
Oh.
a little bit more chaos.
Okay.
I needed a little bit more chaos.
Okay. I was like, when it was like, Jarvis, what are you thinking? I was like, well, I'm confused as to why we haven't won the game already.
Josh is just a little messy and lives for drama, you know.
As much as I want to support you as a member of the J Iumvirate, we could have won, is what I'm thinking in my head. I go, oh, we've won, and then I'm like, Josh is on this team, we won, and then it doesn't pass, and I'm like, huh?
The
That's
best part
fine.
about this is that Pat had too big a brain this time. And his big brain made us all suspicious of him.
But
Big Merlin brain.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's oops. That's not a good thing for a good guy to say at the beginning of a game.
I just wanted to be a part of things.
Yeah, I was covering for you. I'm totally good.
Okay.
Same.
I'm putting myself on. Who said interesting at the beginning of the game? Remind me again.
Several of us.
Several.
It was
It was Pat. It was Pat.
Is that too metagamey?
No, seriously, put me in because if I were to play a fail card after doing that, that would be fucking ballsy.
Go big or go home.
What if we do this again?
Well, we can only do two.
Hell yeah.
We can only do two
Oh.
in the
Yeah,
first
this is a
round.
two-person mission.
I'm smart.
It's just
and
I'm
I
already
can read.
suspected. It's like, what if let's figure out if Jarvis is up to no good.
I do love how you just have to latch on to anything.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So Pat saying anything. Pat could have said whoopsie doodle.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I
that's
would
really
have been like,
suspicious.
ooh, that's a villain. thing to say.
Strawberries.
All right, I'm going to submit this bad boy.
Gonna.
Hope you guys like it. This is my idea.
Fine with that. Whatever. Oh, but
Okay.
not.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Oh.
are you kidding me?
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
Unless this was literally years in the making on Simone's part.
I was gonna say I do not believe Simone acted that.
all right.
Ooh, that's so suspicious, though. Because it was weird that you chose the one person who seemed like they were most suspicious to be on the team.
Yeah.
Simone!
This is either going down as biggest brain or worst self-own in Avalon history.
Simone, I suggest that you wear sunglasses for this, like every hidden roll game, or
Do you have a veil, perhaps? Fuck. Okay.
you gotta wear a
Let me go
mask.
get my fancy hat.
So, okay. So with 3 people, myself being good, no jokes everybody, I am good. Let's not don't worry about that. But let's say that Simone is not acting. Simone's actually good. Is it worth trying to figure out if Simone's good by throwing in like Simone and Clayton?
You know,
I think it's more worth exploring new territory. Just because the last round we ran into that in the fourth chaos round.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We're going into the chaos round, so I feel like trying to get a safe win is necessary here.
Yeah, we
But the
really
thing,
need it.
but the thing about it is, like, we have to look at the dichotomy between Simone and Pat. Would Simone sabotage the first mission?
It's less that I think that's what happened, and more that I think Pat knows we wouldn't suspect Simone. So I'm
Wait.
just surprised by it.
Wait, what?
No,
wait,
wait, hold
so
on,
wait,
hold
you
on.
think we're both the bad guys?
Wait.
I think it's strange to me that Pat would have
Oh.
done that with the only other person we could suspect being Simone, and that being unlikely.
I think we should do new people this round. That's how I feel.
So
I defer to Mr. Butt
All right.
Regal.
Okay, I'm gonna. That
You know what?
actually, when you said it like that, I was like, "Butt Regal."
It's hyphenated.
yeah. Okay, so
Clayton.
myself, I feel like Clayton's a good. Why do you say Clayton, Josh?
Because it's one of those things where Clayton has been playing this game where he's been good this entire time. Clayton hasn't been evil this entire
It
time.
is interesting, isn't it?
Right,
Are
but
you using
but there's
statistics?
also. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not how stats work, right? They're
Yeah,
like this is an independent event. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a hot streak.
Sorry, I'm not smart. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Dumb but
But
good.
I
But
do
you-
like Clayton as an option though.
Yes.
I was just curious why you were advocating for him.
But it's also one of those things in which it's just like there are two people you can't trust at the moment, which is Simone and Pat.
I
So
feel
I don't know,
you're
yeah.
gonna have to fall on the sword
Maybe
of
it's-
do you trust
I
Jenna, me, or Clayton?
feel like it is a good idea to do an entirely new team at this point.
I
Interesting.
I really strongly feel like Simone isn't playing 5D chess here. No offense, Simone. I think you're fully capable of doing that. But I just like it. Just I felt like the genuine surprise on Simone's face. I bought it, and I really want to get a win because we're going into chaos round, and I feel strongly about myself, and I feel like Clayton's safe. I haven't gotten any reason to suspect Clayton. Whereas I think Josh's behavior's been a little weird. Pat
Yes.
probably is one of the bad guys. Pat is
behavior
probably
has
one of the
been
bad
weird.
guys. And then, why don't I trust Jenna? No offense, I just don't. I don't know what it is.
No, it's fair. No,
No, I was like,
accept
why
that.
don't I? As a good person, the least, the most unassuming people are Simone and Clayton to me.
Also, you have to figure out that Jenna's gonna get her pick next time anyway. She's going on the next mission.
Right, and also
Yeah.
if this one fails, I'm a big fat idiot, and the bad guys win or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going for it.
I'm okay with it.
I
None
am
of them are as messy
okay
as me.
with it.
Now I'm
Wow.
scared.
Okay.
Okay, but scared.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hey, nice.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
I
so
laid
is that a
out
good-
I laid out all of my logic, so use that.
Yeah. Well, I think you're probably good. That's my instinct.
Thank you.
Um,
It's in my name, not my legal name, but
Government name.
but my regal name.
I'm inclined to add Josh because he hasn't been in a round yet.
Why don't you just keep it that way?
That
What
sounds
if
like a
Josh is
threat.
only-
I mean, I guess here's the, I guess if that last round succeeded, then maybe it would just be a good idea to include that full round plus me.
Yeah.
Right, but
but I
if
hate-
that last round succeeds and that last round, if
Oh,
I
if
feel
this
like-
one fails, then I'm on the
yeah,
hook.
then you look like the bad person, and
Yeah.
not that I'm suspecting you, but I might be.
I'm the X factor here, in which it's just like I haven't been in any of these, so
Yeah.
keep
You
me
always
out.
need to look out for duckers, though. Like,
It's true at this point, but like we can't.
No, that's okay.
I do
But-
feel like Simone is safe because Simone's been on 2. Well, I guess I am already biased to think Simone is safe.
Yeah.
The fact that Pat wasn't okay with that group makes me suspicious, or makes me think it is a good team.
Okay.
Right, I think that's a good observation.
God, this is tricky. I lean towards believing Simone. I do think Jarvis is good for sure.
Okay.
Clayton, I think, could be playing some higher level stuff, and I just don't know about Josh.
No, that's understandable.
Jenna, you proposed everyone plus you, and giving it some thought, I would support that because of who I'm suspicious of, which are Pat and Josh.
That's okay.
Okay.
You're very accepting of that, Josh.
Yeah.
No. You know what? I called it out as I played this very aggressive time, and you know what? I'm gonna take a step back, and I have not been a factor in any of this, and I'm just gonna put it out there.
You're not a part of this narrative.
I am not a part of this YouTube drama.
I'm nervous about Clayton, but I think that's only because we have no information about Josh.
Right.
And so, like, I feel good about me, Jarvis, and Simone. It's
I
this last slot.
like Clayton. What we know about Josh is that he will say and do anything regardless of his allegiance. so
Look,
like,
I'm just playing it. I'm playing that
That's
game.
true. But if there's a person at this table who would be playing 5D chess and who would have passed on that last round only to fail this round, it is Clayton.
okay, but
I think he's the only one competent enough at this table to be able to do that.
Don't talk
all right,
yourself out
none
of this team.
taken, none taken.
Okay,
But also,
So sorry, Jarvis. I do think you're that cunning, but I think you're good this round. So.
okay, no. Okay, so my thought is that this is a tricky round already because it's so chaotic. So I feel better betting on for the chaotic round, betting on Clayton for the hedge that we like potentially get a win on such a hard round.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
the next round will be easier.
Okay.
Thanks for-
But
Okay,
but I will say the fact that Josh agreed with me there scares me.
Okay.
The
So
fact
does
that Pat. No. Sorry, I meant Pat. I was staring at Josh's name.
No, it's okay. It's a good name.
Okay.
Count Josh the Third.
No, it's my
I'm gonna
brother's
go
name actually. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Josh Buttregal?
Yeah. he goes
Okay.
by Josh but bad, but it's
This team was the one that my instincts first went with, so this is the one I'm going to submit.
I'm down for this.
Boom.
All right,
fine.
fingers
I approve
crossed.
this team. Now let's see if it just ruins my day.
Dear Lord.
Okay,
Ugh.
I have a suspicion.
What
Is
is
it
your
Clayton?
suspicion?
Okay, so so remember when I said the thing about Jenna, and I was
Yeah.
like, if we all succeed and then we include Jenna and then we fail, that would put a target to me on Jenna's back.
I remember you saying that.
But I'm also interested in, I know that I'm good, and it's interesting to me that Jenna was so, was so supportive of me, given, not being that way in the past. So
That's because I think you're legitimately good this round. I think Simone probably is. I think Pat's probably evil.
I think Clayton and Pat.
I am having a tough time here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Clayton, I would say
this is an interesting team.
I
Okay.
like this team.
So
It's unproven, but it's
it's risky. It's risky. But this is the thing: is I am actually, I am a Simone bad person truther. I think it is still possible she is slow walking us on this.
That's okay. I think that theory has credence, and so I do not think we should be in like sort of picking Simone for this team. Josh is just in the most wild card of wild cards I've
I
ever seen in
know.
any of
You
these
know what?
games.
Let's just do this right now.
Especially
Put me
since
in.
if it's either Simone or Pat, then the
Right.
other one is. Like,
I'm
I'm basically
curious-
betting it's Jenna,
okay.
and I don't know
Can
if
we
that's.
return to my theory
Here's-
that Clayton might be bad?
Yes.
This is the ultimate test.
I'm
I have
leaning
such a
that way
hard
as
time
well.
believing that innately.
Here's my theory on why it's Clayton, because I don't think Simone is evil, and I think trying to pitch that she would be a smart tactic for the evil
Fair.
person.
Fair
And
point.
and he was on the team that failed last round.
I was.
True.
In
But
Both
any
true.
other round, you could pin it on me, but not today, Clayton Ashley. I'm rejecting your team.
All right.
I-
Here's the thing, Clayton. To disprove yourself, pick Simone. Take yourself out. Pick Simone.
But this means I am literally picking the 3 other good team members, and I hate that because I know I'm one of them, and I could make it that much easier.
Clayton, I'm gonna
I'm
say
also
this right
nervous about Josh, because again,
now. Clayton, you're gonna have to go with your gut on this.
I mean, but then the other is this one.
I don't like that. I feel like either.
Actually,
I feel weirdly okay about the Josh, Simone, and Jarvis.
okay, well, let's not forget that Pat's definitely a bad guy. I did forget that when I said that it might be
Wait.
Clayton and Josh, but Pat's definitely a bad guy. We have established this.
I don't feel good about this
So
Can you explain why you don't feel good about this?
because I just remembered that first mission that was just me and Simone failed.
Okay, now you've both conveniently forgot about the first mission and then both remembered it back to back. And so it's like, who are we supposed to trust?
okay,
There's
I'm an
no
idiot.
chance they're both evil, right?
No.
There's no chance it's Pat and Simone, right? No, I don't.
I know. I
No.
don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Clayton.
So wait,
Okay,
Josh-
well, okay. First of all,
Okay.
I am going to reject any team Clayton proposes and Pat proposes because I think that they are the traitors.
Okay.
These
so
are my
then
thoughts.
so if you do that, we're gonna end up with me being king, and then then I choose.
I choose to trust you today.
Well, okay, then let me pitch this, Simone. You pick the team, and I'll put it on the board.
Very interesting.
Oh,
Clayton
no.
passing the buck.
Interest. Holy shit! What a wager.
Wait, what?
That
Should I
Followed
take
his
the
gut.
If I,
Flavor for wager.
Because
it
either
would be me,
Either-
Jenna, and Jarvis.
which what I have right now, or you want Jenna instead of Josh.
Actually, maybe it would be me. Wait, what are you trying to talk me into?
I am making the assumption you actually are a good team member, and taking the very risky chance that you will pick the other two besides me.
What this comes down to is who's gonna take the risk.
Or I'm giving you a very dramatic villain turn here.
Are we getting the Simone heel turn?
Jarvis, what
tough.
are you thinking?
It's tough because everyone has introduced a considerable amount of doubt on themselves, and that has thrown me for a loop.
Okay.
My first instincts were to trust Jarvis and Jenna.
We failed twice, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we lose on this if they.
I would be willing to hedge on Clayton, Simone, and myself, but I can't say for sure via like process of elimination if that's right.
The problem is I know I can't get a vote on that.
You don't- you
I'm.
can't?
What do you mean you can't?
I don't think.
I think
can.
I think it's Pat and Clayton, so I don't know if I would vote for a team with Clayton.
So.
Clayton, if you truly... Oh, go on.
Well, I was gonna ask. Wasn't the one successful team? Isn't this what I have right now? Wasn't this the one successful team?
Yes.
I'm just
Right.
gonna go. I'm gonna go with this. I don't want to make this too long
Okay.
a debate. We'll go to the next person
Okay.
that
Thank you
fails.
for-
But
Okay.
Allowing me this chance.
I may be really shooting myself in the face here. But let's see what happens.
Oh no.
And that's a bad sign.
Oof.
And there it is.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah.
I tried.
Before you say it out loud, Josh, you're Merlin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't know how hard to fight, and it was one of those things
Yeah.
where it's just like I don't want to target because I know that like it's just very hard to be like I'm trying to maneuver the ship, and then it goes back, and I'm like I don't want to fight too hard because then someone's gonna
When
get
you
scared.
told Clayton you got to follow your gut, I was like, I found you, Merlin.
Oh, spectacular.
And then I was just like, I was trying to channel into Jarvis. I was like, Jarvis, come on.
Well, no,
Come on.
my main struggle was that being Percival and knowing that it was between you and Jenna, aka the Jayumvirate. We kept talking about it too much, and so I was just like, "What? I don't know. There's too much
Let me
doubt."
point out, because I think the audience will catch this. At the very last moment, you said, "Oh, Simone, Jarvis, and Jenna. This was the team that succeeded." It wasn't. The team
It
that
wasn't.
succeeded was Clayton, Simone, and Jarvis. And the last moment, you said, "I think this is the team," and we all went, "Yes, that is the team." I was lying. Other people were not. And then
God,
you just pushed
good.
it through, and nobody challenged it.
Nice.
Really, really primo stuff.
I don't necessarily want to congratulate myself, but I do want to call out the first round fail. Always a great way to throw a grenade into the mix-up.
and-
Yeah.
And I sat there and I'm like, oh no, I can't reveal this too early. I can't. What's going on?
And then Jenna throwing me under the bus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I could not have planned that better, Pat. That was a top tier playing, honestly.
I'm sorry, Simone.
The best nonverbal teamwork possible.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Overboard, and thank you, Jarvis Johnson, for joining us. Do you got anything you want to talk about that you'd be doing on the internet?
Not really. You can just search me up, and it's fine. No pressure though. Do subscribe to Polygon. It's a pretty good channel. You guys are doing some cool stuff over here.
So humble. Thank you.
Let me endorse Jarvis. One of his videos made me laugh so hard that I spit toothpaste all over my hair. And he is very good and smart and funny online and could make me listen to any topic that he talks about. So go check out his channel.
They are very good.
Now, Simone, we're not going to talk about it here, but I would like to know about how that happened.
It's a conundrum we don't have enough time for here. Until
It was a
next time,
tutorial. It was how to snort toothpaste out of your nose.
Those Shroom videos are just getting out of hand.
The algorithm.
Who is this for?
This has been Overboard, Polygon's board game show. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.